When most people imagine spending their first $1 million, they picture buying a home, a new car, or maybe going on an extravagant vacation. But what happens when some of the richest people on earth get their hands on their first million? Let's dive into how a few billionaires spent their first $1 million and see how those early choices shaped their future empires. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of billionaires, but with a twist. Instead of focusing on their current lavish lifestyles, we're taking a trip back to the beginning. How did these self-made billionaires spend their first $1 million? Stick around as we break down the unique and surprising choices that help set the stage for their incredible wealth. Our first billionaire might surprise you. You probably know his name, but do you know how he first used his $1 million fortune? Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, is now worth hundreds of billions of dollars. But when he earned his first million, he didn't immediately dive into the kind of luxury many people would expect. Instead, Zuckerberg's first significant financial windfall came in 2004, when Facebook was still a fledgling project running out of his Harvard dorm room. When Facebook secured its first major investment, Zuckerberg had a choice. He could have spent it on extravagant vacations or flashy cars like many young entrepreneurs might do, but instead he made a bold decision. He used that $1 million to fuel the growth of Facebook itself. Rather than splurging, Zuckerberg focused on expanding his team, bringing in talented engineers and developers to improve the platform. He also used the funds to refine the user experience and enhance the website's infrastructure. It's almost hard to imagine now, but Zuckerberg's strategic decision to invest his first $1 million into the company set the stage for Facebook's meteoric rise. He essentially placed a bet on the future of social media and, in doing so, helped build the empire that would reshape communication worldwide. Next, we have someone whose first $1 million was spent on something far more unusual, a quirky tech venture that was initially laughed at by many. Elon Musk, now known for his groundbreaking companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, took a very different approach when he made his first $1 million. Rather than splurging on luxury items like a private jet or a sports car, Musk invested his wealth into a bold and unconventional project that would eventually change the course of space exploration. In 2002, after selling his first company, Zip2, for nearly $300 million, Musk received around $22 million. While most would have used this windfall to indulge in a comfortable lifestyle, Musk had bigger ambitions. He took $10 million of that and founded SpaceX, a fledgling space company with a vision to revolutionize the space industry by reducing the cost of space travel and making humanity a multiplanetary species. At the time, SpaceX seemed like a risky bet. The company had no guarantees of success and faced significant technological and financial hurdles. Yet Musk's unwavering belief in his mission drove him to double down on the venture, even when many critics dismissed it as a fool's errand. Fast forward to today, and Musk's gamble has paid off, turning SpaceX into the world's most valuable private space company. Next, let's talk about a real estate mogul who spent his first $1 million in a way that would lay the foundation for his future wealth in a completely different arena. Donald Trump, one of the most well-known billionaires in the world, took a unique and strategic approach to his first $1 million. Unlike many who would splurge on luxury, Trump used the money to leverage a major real estate deal. By the 1970s, he was already working in real estate, having inherited a business from his father, Fred Trump. But it was a $1 million loan from his father that marked a turning point in his career. Trump used that million to purchase the dilapidated Commodore Hotel in New York City, a property that was in serious disrepair and struggling to turn a profit. But rather than walking away from it, Trump saw an opportunity. He invested heavily in renovations and worked out a deal with Hyatt Hotels to turn the Commodore into the Grand Hyatt, a luxury hotel. The project was a massive success. The newly renovated hotel became a symbol of Trump's boldness and vision in real estate. This first $1 million investment helped him make the leap from a real estate heir to a self-made billionaire, setting the stage for his future empire. Now let's look at someone who spent his first $1 million in the most unexpected way by investing in something that, at the time, seemed like a long shot: Hollywood. George Lucas, the creator of the iconic Star Wars franchise, spent his first $1 million on a project that would ultimately revolutionize the film industry and changed pop culture forever. In the early 1970s, after the unexpected success of his film American Graffiti, Lucas received a $1 million advance for his next project, Star Wars. But instead of using the money for personal luxuries or typical investments, Lucas made a bold decision. He poured that entire million into producing a science fiction film that many in Hollywood thought was destined to fail. At the time, no one could have predicted the cultural impact Star Wars would have. Lucas used the money to develop groundbreaking special effects, hire talented actors, and pay a creative team that would go on to bring his ambitious vision to life. Hollywood executives were skeptical, but Lucas believed in his project and his innovative approach to filmmaking. His gamble paid off. Star Wars became one of the most successful franchises in history, propelling Lucas from a young director to one of the wealthiest and most influential figures in the entertainment industry. And just like that, Lucas transformed his first million into a cultural phenomenon that continues to captivate audiences around the world. Finally, let's talk about a billionaire who took an unorthodox path, putting his first million into something that could have easily gone wrong, but didn't. Richard Branson, the eccentric founder of the Virgin Group, didn't exactly play it safe with his first million. After successfully launching Virgin Records in the 1970s, which became a major player in the music industry, Branson could have coasted on his newfound wealth. But instead of sitting back and enjoying the success, he reinvested his profits into a completely different, high-risk industry: airlines. In the 1980s, the airline industry was firmly controlled by a few established giants, like British Airways and American Airlines. Starting a new airline from scratch was a risky and ambitious move, especially when the odds were stacked against him. Branson, however, saw an opportunity to shake up the status quo by offering a more customer-focused, comfortable flying experience. Using his first million to fund Virgin Atlantic Airways, he introduced innovations like extra legroom, better in-flight service, and a fun, adventurous brand that stood apart from its competitors. His gamble paid off. Virgin Atlantic became a success, and Branson's willingness to challenge the big players not only helped him grow his empire, but also solidified his place as one of the wealthiest and most adventurous billionaires in the world. So how did these billionaires spend their first million? From reinvesting in their own companies to making risky bets on future industries, the common thread is that they all thought long-term. While many might have used that first million to enjoy the luxuries of life, these entrepreneurs used it as a tool to build their futures. If anything, their stories show us that wealth doesn't always come from spending, but from investing, whether in a company, a risky venture, or even a groundbreaking idea. So next time you come into money, ask yourself, how could this help build the future? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on how the world's most successful people made their fortunes. See you in the next video.